Welcome to a Hot Takes episode of What's the Diff,
Hi, everybody.
where we bring a few topics and let loose our opinions when we're down a man.
Loose.
I'm Snifflin' Josh.
Sniffle, sniffle.
With me today is Wheezy Coley.
How's it going?
Uh,
Oh, I'm going to give myself a hernia if I do that again.
don't. That's exactly how Keenan died.
Yeah. Then it'll just be you and the bear. It's
Yeah.
a pretty one-sided conversation.
It is a one-sided conversation. He wins every single argument.
Yeah. Bastard.
God. But yeah, if you're watching, we do have the bear on camera today.
Yeah, he's here. He's with us. He's part of the team. If you have an opinion or want to hear one of your topics debated, you can connect with us at whatsthediff.net. Leave us a voicemail or text at 802-884-3553.
Bitch.
Or send us a voice clip at hello@gmail.com,
Nice.
where the prices for your things are guaranteed. Not
All
our-
the prices.
Not our stuff.
No, our stuff, those fluctuate.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that was a nice announcement. You know, it kind of reminded me of these Halloween tapes that I would use to listen to back in the day. Have like all the scary noises and stuff, and like take you through like a haunted house.
Why was that a big one? It's like
Ghosts.
a crying older mother.
Yeah, wailing,
Wait, yeah.
wailing woman.
It's just like, shut the hell up.
Yeah, it's like
I'm not afraid of
wailing and like metal chains clanking.
Who the hell keeps that many metal chains around in their house?
Not me.
Mine are in the shed. You
Yeah.
got to keep them in the shed. That's number one. So if the chains are in your house, like, that's on you.
That is on you.
Ghosts are going to come get them and be like, you know what? You fucked up. I'm going to utilize this to my advantage. That's what I think. Anyway,
Well,
holiday.
yeah, it's a holiday. Holidays coming up. Halloween. It's a little frightful.
Yeah.
Some of us went out last weekend and we did Dodgeball, the movie theme.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good theme. I
Yeah.
didn't do that. I don't go outside.
Chloe doesn't go outside,
No.
but
I mean, I do, but for like seconds at a time.
yeah, not for the purpose that we had, which was to get down and dirty.
Ain't about that.
Ain't about that life.
It's very sparingly. Sometimes people will be like, Cully's here? And I'm like, yep. And then you never see me again because I usually Irish goodbye. It's my best feature.
Yeah, it's almost like Christmas as a child. Like, you got me the gift I asked for.
Yeah. And then it's not Christmas anymore and you're like, fuck. That's me going out. That's the reaction you get.
Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, we're gonna do some Halloween hot takes for all of you.
Okay.
Let's jump right into it. Coley, what's a hot take you got?
All right. I got one.
Okay. All right.
I got 4 actually, but
Okay.
here we go. Number 1. I think homemade candy is a red flag. When you're a kid, from an adult's perspective, like if you're making candy for this kid, you know it's going to be probably healthier. It's probably better for them. It's good. But if you're a kid, that tells me that you're trying to put me in your basement and never let me out. And like, that's sketchy. I don't like that. Also, if it's homemade, it's going to suck. I'm a kid.
9 times out of 10, I feel
9
like
times out of
it's gonna
10.
suck. Yeah.
It's going to suck. It's like, it's a fried kale chip with sugar dusted on it. It's good for you. And you're like, I can still feel my teeth after eating this. This sucks. I don't have to go to the dentist's office right now.
Yeah, which I don't think I've ever came across like homemade candy. And I mean, my parents, if I ever did, were like, don't eat that. Like if you have something that's not in like a package,
Yeah.
that's ours and that's going in the trash.
Right. Which that makes sense because, yeah, from a parent's perspective, you're like, sick. This person's trying to kill my child.
Which that whole thing was kind of over exaggerated. Like some guy got in trouble because he put poison and stuff in his candy trying to kill like his own kid.
Yeah. And then made that whole story blow up, and now everyone's like, they're going to put AIDS in your candy or whatever.
Yeah. Or
And it's like,
oh,
no, he just did it to his kid to make the story. And also, I don't know if he was trying to kill his kid, but
I think he was.
Oh,
There was something
well.
about it, like life insurance or something about it.
try to kill your kid. What do you get? $10 out of it?
I don't know, maybe like 10K.
It's not worth it.
Yeah, I mean, you already probably spent 10K on the kid by now.
Yeah. That kid should try to kill his dad now because he's going to get way more money.
Definitely way more
Also,
money.
he's an asshole.
Yeah.
So, Yeah, yeah, that was always, at least when I was a kid, I was like, oh, this house sucks. Also, if you give it out to children, they're going to ingrain their memory with your house and they're going to pass it on to all their friends. You're never going to have visitors again.
Definitely.
You're the fucking weird house. You're now like, nope, don't go there.
Yeah, you'll have to get so many decorations or something to actually like make up for it. And even then, like maybe you won't.
Mm-hmm.
Like I remember there was like this weird interaction in a house in my neighborhood. One of my friends, he like we all went up there to get candy and we got like some candy and like we were kind of like walking away, but he stayed there for a little bit or something. And then like when we're on the street, we just like hear him like sprinting towards us and he's like, run, 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 run. And we're like, what the hell? What's going on? So I mean, of course we run because what else are we going to do? And he's just like, this lady, she's just like weird feeling my fur coat. He was a pimp. And feeling his
Hell
fur
yeah.
coat. And supposedly like he was just like, this is weird. And she like tried to almost like grab at him and he like tried to go like get away and she yelled, almonds.
Almonds.
Yeah.
I think she was just looking for a job and that was going to be her street name.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
Hey, baby, what's your name? Almonds. Is there anybody named like Cinnamon or
It's like
Candy?
she's like, no, it makes sense. I'm here to get your nut.
And I'm good for your heart. Okay.
But ever since that house, I like that interaction, I never went to that house anymore. I was like, no, this is the scary almond house.
Yeah, it takes one time and then you're like, nope, never again.
No thanks.
Even not a Halloween. Like, it doesn't matter, if it's any time of the day. Once a child has marked a house as like, this is the weird almond house, nobody's ever going to that house again.
Yeah.
You're always going to be that weird fucking almond people.
Yeah, or like if you're mean, like I remember
yeah.
there were some neighbors who were just kind of mean, and I'm like, I'm not going there. I don't even want their candy.
Yeah. See, that's why I always liked my neighborhood growing up because I could, like, a few of the neighbors, I could just walk over to their house and knock on the door and be like, I want to eat dinner with you guys. And they're like, okay. Like, they didn't care at all. They're just chill with it. I would have dinner, I would have, it's not that my parents, like, weren't around. No, they loved me. They made dinner sometimes. No, it was just like, if my parents were working or something, or they're going out to a party and like I didn't feel like, they left me money for pizza or whatever, but I could always smell my neighbor was barbecuing
Yeah.
or grilling or whatever. And I just walk over and be like, what do y'all eat? And they're like, we're having grilled chicken. Do you want some? I'm like, fuck yeah.
Give me.
And I get to hang out with my neighbors. It was a fun place.
Yeah, it's nice to be able to have neighbors
Yeah.
like that.
They would give me so much candy too. Because it was a cul-de-sac and it was pretty secluded. Like you had to go back up into it. So it's
Yeah.
like, we don't get a lot of randos coming through.
Yeah, it's usually just kind of the neighborhood.
Excuse me. Yeah. So, I mean, we got older, it started to peter out. Like we didn't get as much candy. But when we were young, like, fuck, they loaded us up with candy. Because we'd go to their house first, obviously, and like show them all our costumes and they'd take pictures and like, oh my God, they're so cute. And then we'd come back and we hit it again at the end because they're just like, I'm like 55. I'm not going to eat all this candy. I don't know what to do. And I'm like, put it in the pillowcase. Unload.
Ah, that was also the thing too. Back in the day, I felt like you could fill like a whole pillowcase. Like I remember I brought like a big pillowcase one time and filled it like most of the way.
Yeah. I do remember the day or the Halloween that we switched from like the little buckets, little jack-o'-lantern buckets to the pillowcase. And I was like, oh my God, you get so much more fucking candy this way. Like usually the bucket would last us a couple months.
Yeah.
That the pillowcase candy, that's you got a year of tooth decay.
Yeah.
That's awesome. You
It's the
keep it under
best.
your bed and you're just like candy supply. Your parents are like, go to bed, no candy, and you're like, mm-hmm. Your parents are like, I fucking hate this kid. I'm not. I'm going to bed. Like, I know you're not. Whatever.
You brushed your teeth. Whatever.
Fucking idiot. You woke up and you had candy wrappers on your face, stuck to your face. Fucking hate kids.
That's just the funny thing about kids, though, is that it's just randomly. It's like, well, I'm not lying to you, and it's like you're very clearly lying.
Yeah. No, I'm not. That has never been more untrue.
Yeah.
Never. No, I'm not.
No.
I say, or when kids are like, the common thing. My dad told me. If any kid says something that starts with "my dad told me," it's gonna be bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah, my dad told me that. And it's like, no, I'm already checked out, dude. I know you're fucking full, but also you're like 3, so
You probably forgot.
why are you talking? It shouldn't be allowed. It should be at least 7.
Gosh.
Off topic. Back to topic. What do you got?
So I think that trunk or treat shouldn't be a thing in cities anymore.
Trunk or treat?
Basically, people set up an event, usually like midday or something, where everyone goes to like a parking lot or like a field or something, and everyone opens up their trunks and has like a bunch of candy that they give out, and the kids walk around all the cars trick or treating at the cars.
So that's where children go missing.
I mean, if you're going to a small one, maybe.
Jesus. Yeah, I swear I got candy in it. Like, sir, it's August. No, I missed the last year, so making up for it.
I had a pillowcase full of candy. I had to get rid of some.
It's like, all this shit's old. Also, why are you sticking the needle in my neck? It's fine. It's just heroin.
So I think it I didn't really hear about it until COVID, but I think it was a thing even before COVID, where like smaller cities and stuff where like the houses are more spread out would have this, where they would all come together and have this event going on,
I guess that makes sense.
which it makes sense for like small towns like that.
Yeah. But not
But-
in cities.
Yeah, cities where you actually have like houses around that people can go ring the doorbell and do traditional trick or treating.
Go to the houses. Every kid knows that the bigger houses are better. Like, nobody in their apartment on the 7th floor is gonna. You can't buzz them and they'll be like, "All right, I'll be down in 20 minutes."
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna give you candy if I come down.
When I did live in apartments where you had to like buzz in and stuff, I did buy candy just in case, and I think we got maybe like 2 trick or treaters. And I was just like, well, I mean, sick. I wanted the candy anyway. But
Yeah, dope. Yeah, I'm more likely if I was to live in a city, which I don't ever want to do because I fucking hate cities. Think Seattle. That would barf.
500,000 people.
No, thank you. Yeah, no. I would just, if I grew up in a city as a kid, I would just trick people. I wouldn't ask for treats. I'm just like buzzing everybody to let me in, and then you get in the building, and then you just like knock over all the plants or like flood the bathrooms if they have them.
So you're just a menace.
Yeah,
Okay.
but that's your fault. You live in a city.
Oh yeah, silly me.
Yeah, that's how that goes.
But yeah, but just this trunk or treat thing is just, it doesn't need to be a thing in cities anymore. Why
No.
is there still? Oh, sorry, trunk or treat events. I just had dinner. It's my bed.
I don't know. I
Like, I don't know. I feel like
can't
I mean,
think of anything.
I would need to look at like the Facebook events of them and
Yeah.
stuff, because I feel like it might be for like younger kids or like parents that want to get trick or treating done and not have to like fully like be around the kid. Like one parent can walk around this parking lot while the other parent is sitting in a car
Oh yeah, where
giving out candy.
they have time away from their demonic child.
Yeah. But then,
Mm.
so I mean, like, it's nice in that regard, where it's like, okay, we're going to spend an hour and a half 2 hours here and get it
Yeah.
done with. And oh, hey, look, it's only 3 o'clock.
Yeah. I guess that helps because, like, might have school the next day or something.
Yeah.
Kids usually have school the next day, or the parents have to work, so they don't want to be out at night when the trick or treating happens. And especially if you have really, really young kids.
Yeah.
You'd want to get pictures with them, and you'd want them to actually be safe and not like walking around alone at night while you're watching from the street,
Mm-hmm.
Or you don't want to be that weird parent that's like with your kids at the front door and they're like, a trick. And you're like, you can say it, honey. It's okay.
It's okay.
And then they say trick or treat, and you're like, who do I give it to now? Do I give it to the kid? You said it, so I feel like I need to give you candy.
yeah, you
but
just
then-
see them with like a handful of eggs, just like trick or treat.
Yeah, like, I don't know. This is a test I'm not prepared for.
I did not study for this.
Yeah, that's when you throw eggs at them.
So I can see the benefits of it.
Yeah.
I just think there's such an experience for a kid to go out and trick or treat like that it's something that parents shouldn't always do.
Yeah. Yeah, I can agree with that. And especially like if you're a kid, you guys all know where the rich houses are. You know
Usually.
where the money you know where the money's at. You know where the high end candy's gonna be.
Yeah.
Like, you talk about it at school all the time, or coming up to Halloween. Where are you guys going trick or treating? Like, oh, we're going to Eagle Ridge. Fuck yeah!
Oh yeah.
Think about full size candy bars. I'm like, yeah. Or sometimes they give out apples, and that leads me to the next hot topic of mine. I fully support apples being given out at Halloween.
So
I like it. I like it.
my thing, I've never gotten an apple as a thing for Halloween. I heard like some dentist house would do it and I would just skip it. But I could see like a candy apple being a thing, but that also sounds terrible to do. Like you're making like, especially if it's a primetime spot,
Yeah.
like you'd be making like 100 apples, maybe more.
Also, parents are going to be pissed that you got a kid with a fucking dripping candy apple that they have in a pillowcase that you got to reuse later.
Yeah, which I mean, I guess they could like wrap it in like some kind of like plastic or something to try and help it keep, but I don't know.
Yeah.
It's very logistic heavy.
But I think that then goes back to the homemade candy thing.
Yeah,
Like,
I guess
it's
that's
just
kind of.
kind of weird. Like an apple is a fucking apple. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
sure, somebody could inject it with like cyanide or arsenic or whatever, but normal people aren't going to fucking do that.
Yeah, I mean, apples already have, what is it? I think it has cyanide in the
They have
seeds.
cyanide in the
Yeah, so
seeds,
they already
yeah.
has cyanide. Stop injecting cyanide
Yeah.
into your apples.
Just convince, if you want a kid to die, just convince them to eat the whole thing. Idiot.
Yeah, just all the time.
All the time. Like I said, I support apples being given out because it is nice to, like, if you're running around, you don't want to dive right into your candy stash to keep going
That's true.
because that sucks. Because you want to, at the end of the day, you want to have more than the other person,
Oh,
somebody
yeah.
else. So you want to have the most. But if you get an apple, you don't really want it in the first place because you're like, this isn't candy. But you're running around, it's cold, and you need energy. So you just eat it while you're out and about. Eat it on the way to the next couple houses.
Okay.
Boom, done. Then you got energy. You can leave the apple cores anywhere because it's Halloween. You can do whatever you want.
It's an apple core.
Yeah. And then all the neighbors hate that one house because they're like, stop giving out fucking apples. They all end up on my front yard.
It's like, well, then fucking stop giving them floss, Gerald.
Yeah, they hate you because you give them floss, you fucking idiot. I just gave floss to my mom. My mom liked floss. I was like, I got floss again, Mom. She's like, ooh,
Ooh, finally.
ooh, floss. And she'd be like, you should use this. I'm like, nah.
Do my dentist job.
Yeah. Nah.
So
And I wonder why I have no enamel on my teeth. Sorry.
I'm just trying to think though. If I were to give apples out to kids, that's like nowadays that's really expensive.
Yeah.
Unless if you're giving like, I remember there used to be, I think it's like Granny Smith apples, but like they can be, or no, Red Delicious. They're like really, they can be really small, and you can get like a whole bag of them for like 25 for like $5 or something.
Yeah, I think that's most apples, though. You can just get like a little bag of small apples.
Which that might be, if I were to do it, that'd have to be the way to go, because I am not giving these children my freaking Honeycrisp apples.
Hell no, they don't deserve a Cosmic Crisp or a Red Delicious for that matter, because Red Delicious is delicious.
Yeah.
They don't deserve it. It's just not those little kid. Take a bite and you're gonna leave it on my front yard. Fuck you. Leave it
Yeah.
on the neighbor's yard, not my yard. That's one stipulation. If I handed out apples, I would be like, you can have this, and if you take a bite and realize you don't want it, leave it on somebody else's yard. That's all I ask. I don't care if you don't finish it. Just get off my property.
Please leave.
Please get off my property immediately. Yeah, so I always liked them. I like getting the apples, and how it was set up to there was usually a house that was like there was a big house and you'd get the apples, but then there was a gap between that apple house and the next house,
Yeah.
so you'd have a good amount of time to eat it too. Or it was like maybe at the end of a cul-de-sac, and so you're like, okay, well I got to get out of the cul-de-sac and go to another
Yeah.
section. So like I got time to walk again. Or if you're completely done with the whole area and you drive somewhere else, like your parents pack everybody up into the whoever has the family van, you drive to another housing situation. You can eat it on the way. So I liked it. I always liked having apples. I thought it was
Okay.
great. I got a hot dog once.
Did it come with a bun?
Yeah. It was fully like, well, okay, so I should say I had a hot dog offered. It was like a tray of hot dogs. And they're like, do you want a hot dog? And I'm like, I want candy. That's why I'm here. What is this hot dog shit? You best believe I ate that goddamn hot dog, though.
I mean, goddamn, yeah. I wouldn't stop you.
Yeah, because I was like, plain hot dog? They're like, we have condiments. I'm like, load me up with ketchup. Fucking give me a shot of ketchup, I'll down it and down the hot dog. Boom, done. I like that.
Now I'm just imagining like a new hip spot that sells a hot dog, and it's just the hot dog, but then the bun's on the side, and then they just have shot glasses of the condiments.
Yeah, you just have to like, and then eat. Oh man, that'd be too much ketchup, too much relish, too much mustard,
Yeah, it's not popular.
and you're like not allowed to pour it on the hot dog.
The waiter or waitress will come by and just like, oh, no. Here, I'll get you a new one.
Yeah, I'll take that. I take that away from you. So not here. Get out. What?
Leave.
Get the fuck out of here. You're banned. Never come back. You have to just do it. It's a ketchup shooter. Yum yum.
And then you just have a kid that's just like, can I have 2 hot dogs? And it's like, fucking read the sign. It says take 1 hot dog.
Yeah, take one. Can I just have the bottle of ketchup? Yeah, you know what? That's okay. We'll give you a bottle of ketchup.
Yeah, you can have that. You know, you're the first one that asked.
That'd be kind of cool. Like, send your kid out, do Halloween trick or treating stuff, and then just come back and they're like, "I have kitchen supplies.
I have a can of peaches.
I got a can of peaches and thing of Gatorade." And you're like, "Sick! I don't need to go to the grocery store.
Hell yeah.
Load them up. I got 5 bananas." And you're like, "I'll take them." Fuck yeah! I would if I had kids, which I don't want kids. I would tell them like, if you get candy, be like, "Y'all got anything else too?" Like you got to negotiate a little bit.
Do you got any spoons?
You got any spoons? Yeah, I got. They gave me a vase. It's like, you stole this, didn't you?
No.
No. I got lawn decorations. Okay, those you stole.
Look at this gnome.
I got you a gnome, Dad. I got yesterday's paper. I'm like, why? Because it was there.
They weren't opening the door and all the lights were off.
No sign that said take one. That was all that's left. Like, all right, sick. We got fire starter, I guess.
Oh, speaking of the take one, I think if you're leaving out a bowl of candy for kids, putting take one on the sign, like of the candy, that's child abuse.
Yeah.
100%.
It should be take a couple, at least. If you're so inclined to deny me my right of a handful of candy, like I don't think if you're a kid and your buddy you're with is like, oh, and dumps the whole thing into the bag, okay, fuck your buddy. That's kind of a douche move. But you should get like 2 or 3.
Yeah.
You know, take a couple.
Yeah, small handful, depending on the size of the bowl.
Yeah.
Like,
But don't tell me how to take my candy.
yeah, 9 times out of 10, if there was to take one, I'm taking two.
Yeah.
I mean, I was never the asshole kid to take more.
Yeah.
I mean, I would if it was late at night and I was like biking back home afterwards or something.
Mm-hmm.
I would look on people's porches to see if they had the bowl left out still. And I'm just
Ooh.
like, I mean, there's no more trick or treaters out here, so
Smart. Then you just take the rest.
yeah. Which I mean, granted, I mean, like out of all my Halloween trips that I did as a kid, maybe only like 2 times that happened.
Yeah. But still, that's like when you walk past a vending machine. I always stick my fingers in the change thing. Be like, oh, sick, I got a quarter. This will buy me nothing.
But if I find more,
But if I find more, like, it's been almost 30 years. I have 75 cents.
finally,
Sweet.
yeah, it's not cool. I
It's
get
not
it.
cool.
Like you don't have a big enough bowl and you're leaving for the night for a party or something,
Yeah.
and you just left out as much candy as you could, but you don't know if that's going to be enough. Then it's like, okay, I understand what you're trying to get at. Those kids should have got here earlier because I'm going to take some.
Yeah. That is, I guess, thinking about it, that is rare. There's usually, like, if I came up to those houses, it'd be like, take one or take a couple. And the bowl would be done, like, completely empty. And you're like,
Yeah.
Like, it got to the point, you can kind of tell, like, towards the end of the night, too, and everything's slowing down. If you see the bowl, like, look at the guy's house or whatever, and you see the bowl on the porch, you're like, that's not worth it. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's probably going to be empty.
Especially if it's like a lot of stairs to get up there and like a
Yeah.
like tall driveway. You're just like, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, like, no, I'm not. I ain't doing this. I'd go off alone, too. I'd break away. If I went with a group, I'd, like, break off and go do my own thing, hit a couple houses. Kind of push over kids, get to the front of the line, be like, give me all your shit.
You just join groups being like the very back, and then like the next group you're just in the front.
Yeah.
It's like, weren't you just here?
No.
Trick or treat.
Oh, that was my twin.
You guys are wearing the same costume?
Yeah.
Yeah. My parents didn't have enough. Actually, my parents didn't have enough money to buy 2 costumes, so
Yeah, we're like,
we just switch.
what's your costume? We're twins. That's it? Yeah. We just dress the same. I'm like, ooh, spooky. Here you go.
That sounds like a bit from Bob's Burgers. They have
could
twins
be.
on there like Andy and Ollie.
Yeah, we went as twins.
He's Andy and I'm Ollie, and I went as Ollie and he went as Andy.
I love Andy and Ollie.
God, they're so great.
Oh, yeah. Me.
Yeah, if you want to be next
Sorry, I got distracted. I got a text.
during the show.
Yeah.
Looking at
Yeah,
text messages?
I know.
How unprofessional.
Somebody telling me that
God.
I left my hat, which I wasn't concerned about finding until just now.
I hate that.
I was like, where is my hat? That's
You
odd.
know what? It has been gone.
Yeah. Speaking of clothing, articles of clothing,
Yeah.
if you are giving out candy and you get a knock on the door, usually see like, tiny little kid in a little elephant costume. That's always adorable. Like
Mhm.
they can barely stand and they're dressed as an elephant. You're like, oh my God, I want to kick you so bad. Like, I have multiple stares and you would just bounce. You're made of cartilage. You're not a full human yet. That'd be adorable. Well, that's what goes through my head anyway. But if you have a kid that shows up and you're like, what the fuck are you dressed up as? In your head, Like,
Yeah.
What is this kid? Don't guess. Don't guess. And don't ask. Just if you don't know, be like, oh, you guys look great. Because as a kid, getting that, I've dressed up a couple times and people are like, who are you supposed to be? And I'm like, cool, dude. Now I'm just embarrassed that my friends they know what they're supposed to be. I don't know what I'm supposed to be. It's like, don't fucking guess. The kid is there getting candy, give him candy, send him on his way.
You see, I think this is where we defer a bit, and I think it's because of how we felt about that interaction. Because when I was something that was a little bit more obscure, or they just didn't know what I was, the way that they said it always was kind of like exciting, just like, oh, like what are you dressed up as?
Okay.
And I was just, it's like, I'm a turtle.
I'm a turtle. Yeah, I guess I just got the shitty people that were like, what the fuck are you supposed to be?
Who the fuck are you?
Yeah, we shouldn't have gone to the trailer park.
Yeah.
Fuck do you want? Hey, you got a choice, Marlboros or Camels? Camels, please. Yeah.
Yeah, you look like a camel person.
I guess if you're being sweet about it, like, oh, what are you supposed to be? Like, you can guess, but I don't know. As that kid that I never liked that question, we're out there. So,
You know
if
what?
the kid's kind of shy, like, maybe don't ask.
Yeah. And you can definitely tell when a kid's a little bit on the shy side.
Yeah, because they don't say anything when they answer the door. Knock, knock, and you answer the door, and they're like, like, oh, you guys look great. You want some candy? And they're just death staring you like 1,000-yard stare, like they just got back from Vietnam.
Sometimes they'll like move their bag a little bit towards you, and you're just like, okay,
I got you, kid. Like, it's all good.
it's solid.
Shout out to the quiet kids who didn't know how to interact with people that they've never met because they're strangers, getting candy from strangers.
Yeah, it is. It is a scary experience once you start to finally like become human as a child.
Become a human.
Yeah. And like start to have like sentience and thought. And
It's weird.
You're like, this is just a really weird thing. Like, I am excited for this. I do love candy, but this whole interaction is a little hard.
And they tell you every other day of the year, 364 days out of a year, they're like, don't take candy from strangers, except for Halloween.
Then only take candy from strangers.
Exactly. Like, then you're good. It's fair game. It's like, as a kid, you're like, oh, okay, this is just known, like, worldwide. It's Halloween. Strangers don't give out candy on Halloween. Everybody's cool.
Yeah.
Like, this is the way it is. But as an adult, you're like, oh, no. I could have just got drugged so many times. Like, holy cow.
I mean, drugs are expensive. They're not gonna. People are not gonna give it to kids.
I know. I've seen that meme a couple times, and it's like, yeah, people don't. I'm not gonna give edibles to your kids. They're fucking expensive.
Yeah.
Like, no. If you bought enough edibles to give out to kids, you got a problem.
Yeah.
And you're still probably not going to give them away.
It's just like, what is a kid going to do being high?
Oh, no. It's quiet. Bummer.
Just be fucking awkward and just like, dude, we dressed up as our favorite video game, but when we play it, we're also dressing up as our favorite video game.
Meanwhile, I was talking to his buddy who just has not breathed. He's just only eating Kit Kats.
Yeah. And then just like all of a sudden,
yeah, that's when you get sentience as a child. If you get it early. If you get drugged on Halloween, you get sentience early.
yeah.
Yeah, that's funny. I have something in my ear.
Oh, get it out, get it out, get it out.
I got it out. There's a lot going on in this podcast. There's a
Yeah.
lot going on. I'm getting texts. I never get texts. Don't text me. That's not an invitation.
I know.
I don't give a shit.
It's like once a week, Cole's just like, yeah, someone texted me. And I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry.
It's so annoying. I'm like, I got to reply. God damn it. Like, if you want to get a hold of me, this is for the select few people that know how to get a hold of me. They already call me. Just give me a call. I don't want to fucking text you. I just don't. There's like 3 people I text. But otherwise, give me a call.
Yeah.
Because like a text, we're way off topic now. Text is going to go on all day. But if you give me calls like, hey, what are you doing? You want to do this? Sure. Done. Less than a minute. And then we're doing something.
Yeah.
But you give me a text like, what are you doing? I'm like, well, I was asleep, so I didn't text you back for like 7 hours. So my naps are long.
Yeah.
So, yeah. If you want to get a hold of me, give me a call. At, what's our number? 802-884-3553.
bitch.
Yeah, give me a call at that number.
Yeah. Do it.
And leave me voicemail, because I won't answer right away. Don't leave me a voicemail, but leave us a voicemail.
I mean, you can leave Cole a voicemail. I'll still play it.
Yeah, eventually. But it's weird. I get voicemails like 3 days after the person's called me.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, my phone sucks.
Your phone sucks so much.
Like I'll know people are calling or like spammers will call or something, and I'll
Yeah.
like ignore it. And then 3 days later, it'd be like, "Hey, you have a voicemail." I'm like, "They what? They already called. What the hell?"
It's just like in the middle of the day, all of a sudden, new voicemail. Huh.
Like, no, I just delete it unless it's really entertaining. I usually just delete them. Anyway, back to our topics. Back to our podcast. That's not about texts.
It's not about texting. It's about Halloween.
Halloween. Although here's the connection between texts and Halloween. Texts are scary for me. There's your connection.
That's a good connection. Well, connecting to what you said, which was like, don't guess what the kid is dressed up as, and don't ask them if they're like the kind of quiet, awkward one.
Oh yeah. Okay.
If a kid comes to your door without a costume, they still deserve candy.
Yeah. If it's fucking Halloween and there's a child on your doorstep, unless they're like bleeding or something, like not fake blood, but like then help them if they're like, "Oh, I was attacked," and you're like, "Okay, well, you can come in while the cops come." It never happened to me, allegedly. But yeah, give them candy. Well, I think it goes in. Yeah, it goes like what you said with my outfit thing. If you can't figure it out, or maybe like the kid doesn't have enough money and his family can't afford. He's like, "Oh, I'm dressed up as my cousin Jonathan, who's 18 and I'm 7." Like, he's a cool guy. And it's like, okay, I don't fucking know that,
Yeah.
but that's all you can afford. You still get candy. If I got candy, you're here at Halloween, you get it.
Yeah. Like there's definitely been times where I think maybe I wasn't as dressed up as I could be.
Yeah.
And people were just like, well, I'm sorry, you're gonna have to have a real costume to have candy. It's like, fuck you, dude.
What? That's happened?
I don't think it's either happened to me or like it was around like people that I knew, and they dressed up as like something that was more plain clothes.
Yeah, like I dressed up as an outsider once, like a greaser.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And
people were just like, sorry.
like, you have a white t-shirt and jeans on. You're
But my
just
hair
a child.
slicked back.
Yeah, like my hair. Well, yeah, exactly. Now it is always slicked back. They're
Yeah,
like,
but
"Dude, you're just you." And I'm like, "No, I'm not.
It's different.
It's different because I have cigarettes."
Yeah, but I mean, there's been a couple of times since I moved here that there's been like a kid that'll come up and just be kind of like in plain clothes, but have like something to hold candy in, and they clearly have candy. I'm like, all right, like I'm not the candy police here.
I don't give a shit. Yeah, what do you fucking? That's how you get your house egged or burned down. Little like 3-year-olds are like, "That's the one. Get him." Arsonists.
Molotov cocktails.
Packs of them. They run 3-year-olds. Packs of 3-year-olds
Yeah.
throwing Molotov cocktails around. This is the dentist house. He gave out floss. Fucking burn it down.
Dennis doesn't care. It's his 4th house.
Also, it's like the little tiny bottles of alcohol. So like,
Oh, I burnt out.
yeah, that's what you get.
Could you imagine like giving out floss and then wake up the next day and you just see in your yard this little like black spot? Just like, what the hell is that? Why is my grass burnt?
It's just underneath. It's like it's etched into the grass. You know what you did. Like, all right, I'm moving. That's what I'm doing.
For sale.
For sale. Give out good candy.
Or else.
Or else you die.
Dun, dun, dun.
Okay.
Yeah, what else you got, Coley?
This is my last one here. This still is on track with kind of what we were talking about. If you're one of those houses, which I like to say, if you're in the rich area, and you're one of those houses that has, you're decked out. You got spiders on your front lawn. You got dudes coming up out of the ground. You got the animatronic dude on the front porch who's sitting in a chair, like slumped over, and all of a sudden he goes, "Lol," and half your kids shit their pants, so the steps are all smelly and slippery. You better have some damn good candy. Like, you better, I better be getting full size. What did I say earlier? Full size Butterfingers.
Yeah.
That's, if you're giving out the fucking like off brand, no. If you're giving that, the worst I think is if you get Like fruit snacks are good year round, but if you get them on Halloween, that's like I thought about getting candy, but I didn't want to.
So here's just something.
Here's like a paperclip. Like I would like a paperclip over fruit snacks. Like I fucking got fruit snacks at home. God damn it! This is what I had for dinner. Like, yeah, you better have some good shit. You better have some good shit. Like you better have full size Fun Dip containers or strips.
Oh my god, I loved getting that.
Yeah. Here, do you want sugar that you eat with sugar?
That you have to do some work to do, like to get.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
I-
Actually, yeah, that sounds great.
That sounds amazing. I liked the sticks better than the sugar.
You know,
like the powder.
after a while of the powder, I'd be done with the powder. I'm like, I don't want any more powder, and just eat the stick.
Yeah.
Like, I do not like.
The
I wish
crunchy.
they made a flavor of just this. Like, just give
Just-
me only sticks.
Just Fun Dip sticks.
Yeah.
Do they have Fun Dip still?
Oh my god.
That's we gotta like deep dive into that. See if we have any candies from our childhood that are discontinued.
I mean, there's definitely. I mean, they have just Fun Dip at Farrah Candy Shop. Oh yeah, you can just buy straight up Fun Dip.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Lick-made Fun Dip.
Lick-a-made Fun Dip. Yeah. You ever get the ones that had like 4 sections that you had the 2 sticks and then you had 3 different powders?
Yes.
Those are the shit.
So fucking good.
Those are the nice houses.
Oh yeah,
dope.
looks like you can buy them on Amazon, easy peasy. Not just the Fun Dip, but like the pack of Fun Dips.
Mm. Can you get just Fun Dip sticks? Or do you remember candy cigarettes? Those were kind of getting phased out.
yeah,
like,
towards
towards the end of it, they're getting phased out because those were like an old person candy. But I loved those because they were usually bubblegum flavored little sticks.
yeah.
And I always thought it was so fucking cool that I was like, I had a candy cigarette. And I'm like, 5.
And you just start fucking chewing on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like they don't really sell just the stick.
Mm. Well,
But
lame.
I'm sure there's probably somewhere that you could try to get it.
What about baby bottle pops? Do you remember those? That's kind of the
Oh
same thing
my
as Fun
God.
Dip.
I mean they still sell them, and
Really?
oh wait, someone on Reddit was just like, why don't they sell just the stick? And they just have a bag full of the sticks, and they just like have the Fun Dips in the trash.
They just like sorted them out. That's awesome. Yeah, the sticks are the best part.
Yeah, it's so good. Baby bottle pops are amazing. I still love baby bottle pop.
I was not allowed to have those. I don't know why. I was not allowed to have those.
I mean, I guess they are just like pure sugar, but
Yeah, but I could have like other things like Skittles. Love Skittles. You ever remember bottle caps?
oh my
I used
god,
to love
yes.
bottle caps, Spree, Sweet Tarts, like those kind of rolled candies.
Yeah.
I love those.
Ooh.
It's so good.
My favorite to get, and I would literally trade people. I didn't really like nuts in candies, like the chocolate, like anything with like peanut butter or nuts. I would trade all the time.
Okay.
What I really liked was lemon heads.
Oh,
Like
yeah,
I'm,
I like
I'm
lemon heads.
literally salivating right now just thinking about it.
Oh, so good. Yeah, you remember getting like the big ones?
Yeah.
That were all like definitely a choking hazard, but you get one of the big ones, you're like, you fucking hide that thing. I would stick that in my pocket, like, Ain't nobody trading for this. No. Or gobstoppers. I never really liked gobstoppers.
Yeah.
They were okay.
Especially like the ones like getting the smaller ones from Hagen was nice, but like getting
Yeah.
like the actual like big one,
Yeah.
that sucked. I remember
yeah.
my brother, he got one, and like over a year he would like have a little bit every single day, and then he
Mhm.
would just like put it in the freezer to like preserve it.
Oh, that's smart. Yeah.
And so yeah, like after a year he got through like 40 layers of it, but still didn't hit the center. Like he was only on one side looking, and he's like, I'm gonna get to the center.
Oh, I got to the center.
Jesus.
Yeah, I did. Guess what? It's kind of powdery in the center.
Huh.
Yeah.
I mean, it actually sounds kind of good.
You can scoop it out with your tongue. You're like, oh, I made it. And then you have the rest of the jawbreaker to go
Mm.
through.
You're just like, okay.
Like, I don't want this. Yeah, and
Oh.
I couldn't really have those either. I got one, and that was the one that I got through the center with. But my parents were like, after a while, they're like, I'm gonna throw this away because that's fucking gross.
Yeah, because after a while, it's just sugary saliva.
Yeah, like that was so bad. Think of the bacteria, because I never put mine in the freezer. I didn't think about that. I'm just like,
Just
all
out and
right,
about.
back in a plastic bag, put it back in the kitchen or the pantry.
Yeah.
Nobody touched it.
Oh, but
Which
I'm
was nice.
so I'm stupid because what I'm talking about here is jawbreakers, but you're talking about gobstoppers, the everlasting gobstoppers from Wonka.
From yeah,
Yeah.
which are the jawbreakers that we. That's as I
Yeah.
was saying it too. I was like, oh, that's the wrong thing. They do have gobstoppers.
Yeah, which I love gobstoppers.
I love gobstoppers.
That was my top tier candy until they came out with the Nerds clusters.
yeah, dude. Gobstoppers are the shit. They're
Like-
so fucking good.
I'm thinking about buying gobstoppers after this.
Yeah, we
Actually, you know
should.
what? We should check the bag of candy to see if there is gobstoppers.
Kids aren't getting those.
No, we're taking all of them out.
Okay, good. Yeah, or dots. I always like dots.
Ooh, okay. I wasn't too huge on dots because I compared them to like Lifesavers,
Mm.
and I thought that Lifesavers had more of like a fruity kind of like punchy flavor to it in a way. Like
Yeah.
it was more flavorful compared to dots, and then it was also weird that dots had this weird like coating around it.
Yeah, they were
bit,
like kind of. They were dusty without being dusty.
which I think that was just that they didn't like combine together in the bag or the box
The
they
little
were in.
boxes, but they
Yeah.
always did.
Yeah. So it's like, what is it doing?
Well, it's not doing anything. Yeah, I would. If I would just like down a whole box, and I'm like, cool. I glued my mouth together, because that was the other thing. Like, if you're gonna have a box of dots, you're gonna be there for a while.
You have to chew so hard.
Like, oh,
It's like stuck in your teeth for a couple of days.
yeah. Those are Milk Duds,
Oh,
because they were kind of caramely.
Yeah.
right? Like, the fucking no way. I can't get through those. That's just in my teeth forever.
yeah.
Yeah.
Or like Tootsie Rolls.
I liked Tootsie Rolls. I
I-
liked those a lot.
I ebbed and flowed. At first, I liked them, and then I always got them mixed up with Hershey's, just like a Hershey's like Kiss or like a little chocolate.
Mm.
And so once I had a Hershey's chocolate, I was like, why am I eating this? This is old person garbage.
Yeah, that's why I like the waxy kind of. It's good.
As I got older, I kind of came back to it. I was like,
Yeah.
no, I can appreciate this for what it is, and you know
Yeah.
what? I actually like them.
That was another thing that it was kind of like the candy cigarettes. Like, I could pretend that I'm smoking it, like I'm
Yeah.
cool.
Like a cigar.
Yeah, little cigarillo.
Yeah.
So
Ooh.
cool.
Another one that I just thought of, Runts.
Oh yeah,
Oh my
Runts
God.
are good.
And I was the psychopath that for the longest time I loved banana the most.
Okay, that's interesting.
But then I think after a while the green one, kiwi or something,
Yeah,
That-
one was really good.
that was like my favorite.
I fucking loved them all. I like grape as my favorite. With any candy, anything, still to this day, fake shitty grape flavor stuff
Oh my
is
God.
my fucking jam.
I fucking love shitty grape flavoring.
I don't care what it is. I will still drink like grape soda.
Yeah.
It's so terrible, but I love that shit.
Oh my God.
It's hard for me to not go to the grocery store and like, all right, I'm buying a case of grape soda, because that stuff will melt my teeth.
Yeah.
Like that, it's just gonna kill me. But
Whatever they
God
put in it.
damn,
it's
is
like,
it good?
Or yeah, because I used to love the grape popsicles. You know, back in the day when it was just generic popsicle bag and it just had
Yes.
all these different colors. Look,
You had
loved
orange
grape.
and purple and red, and like they weren't flavored, but you're like, this is fucking grape.
Yeah.
Yeah, grape popsicles are the best. You ever get the ones that was like the 2-stick?
That's yeah.
Those are, yeah, those ones are the shit. And you can like break them in half. And you get
Yeah.
2 popsicles. And you're like, fuck yeah.
Except for every single time that I'd break it, it would just like half of one would get ripped off. So you just have like one that's like big chunk, and you're just like trying to eat that as quickly as possible.
Yeah, and then you
so
get
it's not-
brain freeze. And,
Yeah.
yeah.
I think that's where I learned that I was able to like bite into cold things and be okay,
Mm.
because I was just like, hot summer day.
Yeah, I can eat popsicles with my teeth. I can,
Yeah.
like, chew them.
Like that's one thing that I'm worried about, and like I'm really happy that I haven't had teeth issues.
You haven't had any teeth?
I haven't had any teeth.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I'm just like gumming it, like.
Nice. Fucking gumming it. Nice.
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 Get a little Halloween treat there.
Fuck yeah, that's a treat.
Yeah, I just be able to eat the popsicles.
Yeah. I still do that. I can like hold it in my teeth.
Yeah, like sometimes
Doesn't do
like
anything.
you're like, oh wait, I need both hands for this. Just fucking, and then just
Yeah.
fucking like send a text message or play a game or something.
I remember I would do that when I was younger. My mom would look at me and just be like, "Oh, doesn't that hurt?" And I'm like, "No.
No,
What, can't everybody do this?"
yeah, I'm sorry.
Oh, cool.
Am I built different?
Yeah, I'm fucking superhero. That's my superpower. I can hold on to popsicles with my teeth. Shitty superpower.
But I mean, that's the thing about like with the show My Hero Academia, where some people can just have like mundane superpowers.
Yeah.
Like I'd be so happy to just have a regular mundane superpower.
Yeah. That'd be kind of cool.
Like I don't have to worry about stuff. It's just like, oh yeah, I can heat up coffee in my hands. I can have really warm hands.
That would be handy.
Ah,
You like that?
Yeah.
Yeah. We got any left?
I got one more.
Last one.
So, I think anyone that owns a business, you should definitely think about this.
Mm.
The day after Halloween should be a holiday.
Ooh. Yep.
Yeah,
That benefits everybody.
Just
Kids and adults.
every single person benefits.
Yeah. That's amazing.
Adults with children, they're able to go out with the kids. It's even if it's like a terrible night or something, they have the next day to be able to just like hang out and recover.
Mm-hmm.
If you're going to like a party, then you can party on longer. Because I mean, Halloween this year is going to be on a Thursday. Did you know that Halloween's on a Thursday?
Yeah.
So Halloween's going to be on a Thursday.
And you still got Friday to go.
Yeah,
That's fucking dumb.
that's fucking dumb.
Yeah.
But
Should be able to get slizzard on the 31st and then not go to work the next day.
yeah,
That's stupid. Yeah, that benefits fucking everybody. Kids like
kids could stay up a little bit later if they wanted.
eat candy. They don't have to go to school the next day. And then fucking all of the kids in class the next day have crashed because of the sugar high that they were on and their brains are just mush. So like I'm sure teachers love that.
Yeah,
But then the parents, yeah, they're like, oh my God, like it's fucking freezing or it's pouring down rain or like, God, I hate just standing outside waiting for I hate my kids basically. But yeah, they're not like, okay, get your candy, let's go home and then go to bed and there you go. Like you want to go home, you want to eat your candy.
yeah,
You want to put like the best times where you'd go home, it was like midnight or whatever. You'd pour out your pillowcase full of candy just on the floor. You have a mountain of candy, and you get to admire that.
yeah.
Like just being able to admire your empire that you've created, and like parents should be able to go home like I need like a cup of tea or something because I'm fucking freezing. Or like, yeah, I'm gonna watch my child eat his weight in candy and then freak out for like 30 minutes and then pass out and I'll just drag him to bed. Perfect.
Exactly.
You gotta be awake for that. And then the next day your kid wakes up with a sugar hangover and feels like shit and the parents gotta deal with that. Although that may be an argument for otherwise, because if they wake up with a sugar hangover, you're like, just take them to school.
Yeah, just send them on their way. Here's your lunch bag.
Somebody else's problem.
This
Yeah.
is why I pay my taxes.
Exactly. You pay teachers more. They deserve more money.
They definitely deserve more money.
Because kids suck.
They're difficult. Kids are difficult.
That's a nice way of saying kids suck.
Yeah.
Children can be difficult. It's like, just say kids suck.
I've been trying to work a little bit on my corporate talk.
Well, yeah. That's smart. I have no need for that.
Yeah.
I'm raw. I'm real street talk.
Street talk, real talk.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it benefits everybody. You don't want to have people. You go to a party, like you're an adult. You go to a party, you can fucking drink, and you don't have to worry about getting up early and then. Because like, how depressing is it? It's not depressing, but like, how upsetting is it that you go to work the next day, and people are like, "Oh, how was your insert holiday here yesterday. And you're like, well, it was bullshit because I was there for like an hour and then I had to go home and go to bed.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't do anything. You can't like New Year's. I think New Year's is the shittiest holiday to have to work the next day.
Yeah.
The whole point is you wait till midnight.
To the new year.
Yeah. And so like you see the fireworks and stuff and you're probably drinking because drinking and fireworks is always a great mixture, kids. Yeah, and then you're like, well, okay, I can only stay till 8:30 and then I got to go to bed, and then you're trying to sleep and there's explosions going off and you're like, I can't sleep anyway, and then you got to get up and go to work.
Yeah.
Fucking stupid.
Yeah, it's like, oh, it looks like you had a long night. Yeah, not by choice.
Yeah. Like, Jesus. Oh, yeah, were you out late last night? Like, it was World War II. Were you conscious for that? Like, how? Yeah. And then you got, like, some people, oh, my dog is, like, freaking out, so I had to take care of my dog all night. Ridiculous. That's another thing. You got to take care of dogs on Halloween, too. That doorbell of yours is constantly ringing.
Oh, yeah.
Dogs are. I always love that. You ring the doorbell and the dog's just like, and the owners are like, oh, for fuck's sake, like they want to put a sign, don't ring my doorbell, don't knock on the door, don't approach the house. Like, oh my god.
My favorite is you'll hear like a movie going on, you'll ring the doorbell, and then the dog goes off, and you're like, oh, these people, they're not doing Halloween. I should just leave. And you're like, start to leave, and you just hear them just be like, shut up. And you're like, oh, they're pissed. And then they open the door, and they were in like full Halloween outfit, and they're just like, wait, come back. I have candy. So you're like, oh, I thought you were just angry.
It did not seem like it. Like, I was not ready for this. I am a child. This is terrifying.
Yeah.
And they just throw candy at you from a mile away. Like, here, just fucking take it. Like, oh, I caught it. And then they let the dog out, and the dog's like, and it's a little chihuahua, and it's like halfway up your leg, latched onto your outfit. I don't want to talk about it.
Oh.
Yeah, Halloween. Spoochy.
Yeah. If you listeners are planning anything for Halloween,
That's
we'd like
you.
to know.
Yeah, let us know. Are you tricking and treating? Are you hosting? Are you barricading yourself in the basement and leaving candy on the front porch? Or are you a front porch light not on kind of family?
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
The family in our town, or not our town, wow, we were all in the town.
In
my neighborhood, they were, oh God, not Mormon. Oh God, now I can't even remember.
Religious.
They were religious of some sort,
Sure.
and didn't celebrate any holidays.
People don't hang out with them much, probably.
Yeah, no, we didn't really say hi to them that much.
Yeah, they're boring.
Very boring.
Yeah. Like, it doesn't even, I get religiously or culturally, like, you don't celebrate a holiday.
Yeah.
Fucking hang out with people.
Do something.
Like, we're not doing a 4th of July this year, but, like, can we bring beer and food that we don't eat? We just, like, come and hang out at your party with people and talk to people? It's like, yeah, sure, fuck yeah. You don't have to celebrate. There's always something going on. But no, fuck those people. But you got to do the porch light thing.
Yeah.
If you're not doing candy, don't have your goddamn porch light on.
Turn it off.
Yep. Because you're going to get rings and all kinds of stuff. You can leave, like, because a lot of people, you flick the porch light on, it's connected to the garage lights too.
Yeah.
What some people would do in my neighborhood growing up is they would just, like, unscrew the porch light bulb. So they could leave the outer lights on and everything was, like, good and safe, but they just wouldn't literally have the porch light on.
Yeah.
So that was walking past and you're like, oh, nah. Like, these people are probably home, but they don't have anything. So
yeah,
that's the house we burned down.
Yeah, so if you remember any houses that you wanted to burn down as a child, let us know.
Yeah, let us know. And leave us messages and texts and voice chat things. Did you guys do anything evil? for
Ooh,
Halloween?
Yeah.
Were you a tricky person? Did you make improvised explosive devices?
an
did you-
IED?
Yeah. I used to.
Oh God.
Yeah. We used to make works bombs.
Works?
Works bombs. WORX. You take this is a theoretical recipe on how to maybe perhaps create an explosive.
All right. So if you're trying to make a hypothetical explosive by the name of Works bomb,
This is how you hypothetically would make that.
okay, we're talking about the hypothetical of this situation.
Allegedly. So you take a Gatorade bottle because they're thick, right? Thick
Okay.
plastic.
They are a thicker plastic.
They're thicker plastic, and you can screw them down pretty tight.
Yeah.
So you fill the bottom of it with like 1/2 inch of this stuff called Works drain cleaner,
Okay.
which is why they're Works bombs. And then you would take a metal type foil that
Like aluminum.
allegedly, perhaps,
Possibly.
and you would take that and you would like roll it up into like 3 kind of cigar shaped things, and you'd twist them together, and you would put it in the drain cleaner, and that would eat away at there'd be a chemical reaction that release like super toxic gas, right? Like, don't fucking breathe this.
Yeah.
But you plop it in there, you cap it, put it where you will get to where you want to go, then you arm the bomb, put the stuff in there, cap it, put it on we put it on if I was to maybe have done this, I would have put it on someone's doorstep that was mean to our friend. Maybe also the parents were shitty to my mom at work. So I was like, possibly fuck this family. So we put that on the person's porch and rang the doorbell.
Allegedly.
If we were to do it, we would have.
This is how you do it.
Yeah, possibly. Luckily, they weren't home. Supposedly. They were not. But you get like an hour. You get a minute 45, roughly, until it goes off. And that is a big ass explosion. And it throws very, very caustic stuff everywhere.
Jeez.
So, dry ice bombs are probably better. Big boom, no chemicals.
Mm.
But yeah, works bombs, I've heard, are pretty bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the works.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Yeah, you heard it here first, folks. Don't be doing something like that.
Yeah, don't do those things. Just poop in a bag and light it on fire.
Ooh,
Throw it at
classic.
somebody's house. That's fine.
Yeah.
This is whatever. It just stinks and you get shit on your foot. You don't like blow up a thing in somebody's face and allegedly could possibly melt their eyes. Anyway, don't do that. I'm going to stop talking now so I don't further incriminate myself.
Speaking of not incriminating ourselves, thank you for listening to this episode of What's the Diff Hot Takes.
Thank you.
Next week, we'll be discussing seals versus sea lions,
Yeah.
butter versus margarine, highways versus freeways.
And
Have an opinion on something we've already discussed? Want to hear one of your topics debated? You can connect with us at what'sthediff.net. Leave us a text or a voicemail at 802-884-3553.
bitch.
Or send a voice clip to us at hellowhat'sthediff@gmail.com.
Yeah. Do it. I really hope there's not a rise of like explosive devices now.
Yeah. Let's hope not.
Yeah.
We're looking at you, America.
I'm looking at this guy, the bear sitting next to me.
The bear has been awfully quiet.
He's shifty. I don't trust him.
All
All
right.
right.
Well, speaking of shifty, let's shift this podcast to off.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.